Hello everyone, Ciantier here, welcome to Final Fantasy XIII. Let's go find our next cutscene. I imagine it will be soon. 'Cause this game likes cutscenes. That's what I've come to realize.
Godot, don't go rushing in on your own.
Oh, so it is Godot. I think that's what I just said. Ha! Victory. I obtained 100 gil. Wonder how they decided to name the money in this franchise Gil. Hi.
Look, there they are. I want every weapon ready to fire. Stay sharp.
All right, on my go.
Right. Go!
Well, let's go punch the dude. I find it interesting that they're keeping Godot's HP a secret. Gotta punch dudes. That's what Snow's good at, is punching dudes. Oh, that guy dodged. Alright, is there anything back this way? Okay, well we got ourselves some bikes.
That's a sad sound. Where's the soul?
Interesting looking place.
Hey, Godot.
Yeah?
If you don't know who you gotta save, you just protect them all, right?
Something on your mind? You got plenty of time for thinking on the way, hero.
One thing that I like about set characters is that they can have a lot more specific personality interactions and such.
Ready!
Now the question is, do I actually get to pilot this, or is that entirely a cutscene gimmick?
Hey, it's us. It's us. Don't shoot.
Snow!
Since when do you care about kids?
Favor for a friend.
Okay.
Hey, Snow! You made it!
Hey.
Yo. So,
Hey.
you really managed to use that thing?
I think I'm done.
You're done when we are.
Ow! What's it?
That's the one.
Didn't you have something to tell him?
Yeah,
All right then.
but
I'll go with you.
what?
Vanilla? Vanilla? I don't.
You have no idea what it was like. Oh,
Everyone safe?
Interesting accent on her.
the army's no match for Nora.
I meant the kids.
All accounted for.
Okay. Let's keep it that way, all right?
Hey!
I'll swing by the Vestige. Keep the kids out of trouble.
You got it. Say hi to the missus for me. You go skirt chasing, I take care of the kids. Some husband.
Dinner's on me.
Better be home cooking.
When's the wedding, lover boy?
Well, don't worry, none of you are invited.
We're still going.
Hey, you serious?
What about me?
Catch you later.
Oh. Wait! Come back!
Okay, I am in charge of this kid now.
Everyone's dead.
Well, at least people found not generic
Get
clothes.
you all someplace safe.
And then there's the saint.
Hi.
I wanna go home now.
Stop running around, kid.
Okay, we'll stop
Get you
running
all
around.
someplace safe.
Where do we even run from here?
Can't go any farther.
Any of these other people say anything?
Crying. Boys, don't cry.
Do to deserve this. Let's split up and find a way out of here.
We try to go as far as
Anything over this way?
getting out of here. I'll run to the other side of
Hmm.
Guess we try to go as far.
Stay focused or we're done for. Do to deserve
Clearly,
crying.
I need to do this.
You okay?
I want to tell him. It's just that.
Say, you know how to fly this?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. In you go. That way.
Oh no.
No.
Huh?
If we go in there, that thing could. It could make us Lassie. This is. I don't think I can.
You can do it.
What are you two doing?
Here we go!
Uh-oh. Get back here! You hear me? Hey!
The pulse fell sea. It held our future. And our fate.
What is your accent, though? It's so not one I've heard before. Yeah, sure. Ah, yes. Good old not having to render stuff because it's a black screen with sound effects.
Now, where is the... Oops. Well then... Guess it's just us.
What did you expect? Even soldiers know not to go near the foul sea. You become a pulse Lassie, and you're finished.
What do you mean, finished?
Haven't you heard, Miss...
Vanille.
Huh?
My name. And yours?
Hope. Thank you. What were we thinking?
Well, Since we're here, let's look around.
I mean, okay. The Pulse Falsi. Lower World Vestige.
Oh, check this out.
Hey! Vanille, where are you?
Well?
That's,
I hope it's effective.
No daydreaming now.
Oh, she is 3? That's an interesting... Okay. I feel like there's going to be more there that I don't know yet. Black and white outfitters? That sounds like a shop.
Okay, back to exploring.
No, next thing is looking at the equipment menu to
Stay close.
see what the heck that thing is called. I got an arrow wing. A sport hunting model boosts physical and magical resistance when the wielder is severely wounded. Binding rod. By casting high tensile wires, this unusual weapon can be used to attack opponents from a moderate distance. Okay, I got a chipped fang. An electronic bass. Yeah, okay, that's exactly what I thought. That's a plot enemy that gives you access to useful things. Pulse Lassie. The beings known as Falsi possess the power to enthrall unwilling human instruments, compelling the victims to serve their will. These individuals, known as Lassie, are marked with indelible brands. They gain the gift of magic, but also bear the burden of completing a task known as a focus for their Falsi master. Pulse Lassie, tools of Falsi from the world below, are considered dangerous enemies of Cocoon's society. As there exists no means of removing the Lassie brand and the curse thereby imposed, Pulse Lassie are hunted relentlessly. Locales. Pulse Vestiges. The Falsi sculpted Cocoon in antiquity, using resources harvested from the world below. When Cocoon's shell was fractured in the war, they repaired it with raw materials, again gathered from Pulse, buildings chief among them. Remnants of these structures, termed vestiges, can still be found throughout Cocoon today. The centuries-old vestige outside of Bottom was believed to be nothing more than a harmless curiosity. The discovery of a Pulse Falsi inside its walls proved this false, however, leading to the detainment and subsequent purging of countless citizens whose only crime was being in the wrong place at the wrong time. So Chapter 1, Into the Vestige. Snow still cannot shake his feelings of guilt. Despite his efforts to protect the purged deportees from the Sanctum forces, many have fallen. The death of one woman in particular haunts his thoughts, a mother fighting for the sake of her son who gave her life to save Snow. In the moments before her death, the woman begged the leader of Nora to take care of her child, but slipped from Snow's grasp without revealing the boy's identity. With Gatto's help, Snow breaks out of his depression. He figures that if he just goes ahead and protects everyone, then this woman's son will be saved as well. After checking to see if the children are safe, Snow leaves the waning battle to his fellow Nora members and sets off with new determination towards the Vestige. His fiancée is still held captive by the Pulse Falsi. A boy watches him leave, eyes filled with rage and loathing. To his grief-stricken mind, Snow is responsible for his mother's death. Fates intertwined. For centuries, a Pulse Falsi has slumbered undisturbed on the outskirts of a Cocoon city. On the day the lower world entity is finally discovered, Cocoon's peaceful society is plunged into chaos. The government judges the city's inhabitants to have been tainted by their unwelcome guest, and begins a merciless campaign to expunge both the Falsi and the corrupted citizenry from the face of Cocoon. Instead of the exile they were led to expect, the civilians face extermination at the hands of the Sanctum army. The people attempt to fight back, but are hopelessly outmatched by the military. Lightning cuts her way through this battlefield, doggedly followed by the desperate Sazh. Snow, meanwhile, seeks to rescue his fiancée, and a boy spurred on by dreams of revenge pursues Snow with the help of an unusual young lady. Yeah, she has a very unusual accent, that's for sure. And a strange name. Anyway, that's no surprise. Everyone has strange names in these games. Though driven by separate goals, their paths all lead to the same end, the Pulse Fal'Cie. Okay? In pursuit of Snow, Hope has fallen into a panic. In a single-minded pursuit of Snow, he has rushed into the lair of a Fal'Cie and is only now recalling the terrible nature of the being that lurks within. The Pulse entity could use its power to curse them, to turn them into l'Cie. Pulse l'Cie are the doomed servants of the Fal'Cie who created them, despised and feared by the people of Cocoon. Hope's companion, Vanille, seems unconcerned by this dreadful possibility. Bemused by her indomitable cheerfulness, he nervously follows her in search of Snow. It was Snow who convinced his mother to fight. It was Snow she was protecting when she died, and it is Snow who must be made to pay. Alrighty. I see a treasure chest over there. That run cycle, my goodness.
You sure this is the right way?
I mean, for what I want, it is. Wow, this run cycle is ridiculous. Nobody runs like this. Alright, let's shop first. City life getting you down? Answer the call of the wild. With B&W gear to protect you, a trek through the lowlands is a walk in the park. Why not leave the hustle and bustle behind and return to nature? It could be just the vacation your soul needs. Okay, I can buy very expensive iron bangles. Right. And Unicorn Mart is healing stuff. Phoenix Downs are very expensive. I have plenty of potions, so right now I don't need to buy anything. But worth checking, you know? Okay, let's go ahead and hit up this. No, not new data.
I thought this place was supposed to be empty.
I mean, this doesn't look empty to me. Aggression and preemptive strikes. All enemies guard areas limited by their fields of vision or other means of detection. Upon entering a guarded area, there's a chance that the enemy or enemies patrolling it will take notice. If your trespass is observed, a warning icon will appear over the heads of any enemies alerted to your presence. These foes will then become hostile, taking up defensive positions or rushing forwards to attack. If your party leader comes into contact with an enemy, a battle will begin. Battles begin normally if the enemy was aware of the party's presence. If the enemy was caught off guard, however, the party will be able to make a preemptive strike. Certain enemies, like Zwerg Scandroids, have extremely narrow fields of vision and can easily be approached unnoticed. It is always advantageous to do so if possible, as initiating a preemptive strike forces enemies to enter battle with their chain gauges near the staggering threshold.
It's his. Where is he?
I don't think I quite managed it.
You're gonna regret this.
Oh, she literally just has attack. Okay.
Yes!
Yay, yes. And our torn leather. Hey, an iron bangle. So it looks like the way to go on might be down that way. I want to go get the item over there and explore this sort of side path. was she attaching that to her backside anyway? Wait, what did that say I just got? Whoop. Cortisol. Cast bravery, faith, and haste at the start of battle. That sounds good. Got another iron bangle. And some torn leather. I'm actually going to give him the iron bangle because it gives HP and he has lower health.
What's wrong with her? Please don't go looking for trouble.
I'm looking for loot, though. Aha! Preemptive strike.
Good spot.
I mean, staggering these things seems largely
That
unnecessary.
wasn't scary at all.
No, it wasn't. Initiative bonus. I want this. 4 free potions. That's 200 gil. That's way more than the 30 gil from the other thing. Is there something over there, or... Okay, I don't see a reason to go fight those things then. Not unless the game makes me.
Where do we go now?
We going to fight, boy.
No daydreaming now.
Okay.
Sorry.
This is a pretty good stagger.
Take this.
So having more ATB clearly means that it takes longer for the meter to fill. So it's not actually strictly advantageous, it seems. Couple chipped fangs. Right, there wasn't anything behind me, was there? No. Just a point where I could return.
Aren't you scared?
Not so much.
You really don't get it.
Pulse Falsey and Lassie are bad news. That's why Cocoon kicked them out. Live too close to the Falsey, one-way ticket to Pulse. That's the purge in a nutshell.
If they catch us here, they'll purge us too. And
What's
then...
your problem?
What's my... Pulse is hell on Earth.
We'll be okay. Calm down.
Get off me.
Sarah? Huh? Can you hear me? Where are you?
Don't worry, Sarah. Your hero is on his way.
Well, that green thing seems important.
Wonder what that's for.
House of Stairs, the pulse vestige, but my data log was updated. Also, I got more like components and stuff. It doesn't need a pulse on everything. Oh, what is a septicel? Makes the party difficult for passing enemies to detect. Okay, that makes sense. Where men fear to tread. To the citizens of Cocoon, the lower world of Pulse is a hell rife with unknown terrors, and the recently discovered Pulse Falsey is an invader from that hell. In an effort to quell the growing panic in the wake of the entity's discovery, the Sanctum initiates an extreme measure known as the Purge. Under this initiative, not only is the Falsey to be cast out of Cocoon, but all of the civilians living nearby as well. Any person coming in contact with the lower world beings' foul energies could already be corrupted, and no potential enemies of Cocoon can be allowed to remain. The ensuing deportation claims the lives of countless civilians, Hope's mother among them. After witnessing her death and chasing Snow into the Vestige in a blind rage, Hope suddenly realizes that he may soon share the same fate as the Pulse Fal'Cie, relocation to the world below. Vanille, however, calmly accepts the situation and lends her support to the distraught boy. Unaware of his young pursuers, Snow begins exploring the arcane halls and chambers of the shrine-like Vestige in search of his captive fiancée, Sarah. Okay. A new exploration primer? Oh yeah, the thing about the preemptive strikes and stuff. Zwerg droids. Scan droid. Yeah. These things are pretty simple. 57 HP. Ah, save point. Okay, what else is around here? I'm not a big fan of this camera, in so much as it is definitely more than a little awkward. Okay, I obviously need to get to the green thing. Well, I mean, Punchy Man's gonna have to punch things by himself, I guess.
Nothing to worry about.
Okay, punch things.
No problem.
Is there experience points in this game? Like, I'm not detecting any hint of them. Oh, he's just standing there, getting ready to do stuff. I'm just gonna quickly glance at those other paths. I don't see anything over there, so let's do this.
Just hold on, Sarah.
Well, this is fancy.
Still won't budge? I think the door's winning.
Why didn't I listen?
Beg your pardon?
It was me. This is my fault.
Beg your pardon?
Cover your ears.
Huh? Oh, blast charge? Oh, wait, hold on. All right, hold. All right, go for it! Make it happen!
I'm so sorry. Please let me in. Please?
Hey! What? How'd you open it?
After you.
Alrighty. Shrouds. This is a primer on shrouds. Shrouds are special single-use aerosols that can only be used outside of battle and grant the party tactical advantages. Fortisol and Aegis Soul bestow their bonuses at the start of battle. Deceptisol, on the other hand, shields the party from enemy detection, eliminating any concerns of being spotted and attacked. It is useful for avoiding combat and also for launching preemptive strikes. Enemies like Pantherons Oh, Pantherons. Okay, I see. Whose fields of vision allow them to monitor wide areas. Normally turn hostile and display warning icons as soon as they are approached. Apply a spray of Deceptisol, however, and you will have no trouble gaining a preemptive strike. To open the Shroud menu, press LB while exploring. Select a Shroud with left and right, and press A to use it. To close the menu without using a Shroud, press LB or B. Shroud effects will wear off after a brief duration, so be sure to time their application carefully.
Suppose folks could learn a thing or two about interior design. There you go, stomping off on your own.
Yep, stomping off right towards the save point.
Don't scare easy, do you?
I'm not too worried about those guys, so... Good old stagger. I definitely don't feel like I have a whole lot of options for battle just yet, but I imagine that will change as time goes on. That is one of the things that's tricky about making an RPG, is you want to limit the player's options at the start so they're not overwhelmed by choices, but at the same time that tends to be, like, not having a ton of choices to make tends to be very unexciting. So... it's figuring out how do you pace introducing new mechanics, new abilities, and stuff to the player such that they can understand their tactical use and not get overwhelmed, as well as slowly ramping up the player's strength while also not giving your player so few options that it's uninteresting or unstrategic or kind of boring or whatever. It's a difficult challenge to do in RPG, I think.
We can go picking fights, right?
I mean, these things kind of pick fights with us, so... Some more fangs. Looks like we got ourselves a boss type thing at the end there.
Think some kind of welcoming present from that first recon team they sent in?
First recon team they sent in, eh? Bunch of goodies. Let's see. Ooh, a tuft of phoenix down. Most excellent. Is there anything over there? Doesn't look like it. Do some Fortisol. That seems like a good way to open up this battle, right? A bunch of buffs. I seem to remember the last one of these guys I fought being pretty dangerous, so... yeah, I think haste makes that fill up significantly faster. Which probably also makes it easier to get staggers on, because you can hit more often. No spoils. Well, what's that about?
Hard to believe no one noticed this thing for all these years.
It is a little, isn't it? Hooray, staggered. Let's go finish it off. Okay, well, with... Ooh, a Gladius. That sounds like a new weapon for our pal Lightning here. That's not the equip screen. I don't have any magic yet, so that seems fine. This is gonna be the thing about shrouds, yeah. Open doors beckon. The Pulse Fal'Cie, an entity that threatens the peace of Cocoon Society, holds Snow fiancé captive. As the determined Snow delves ever deeper into the alien structure, Lightning and Sazh arrive at the Vestige after fighting their way through waves of Sanctum forces. The unlikely duo's progress is halted by an impassable gate, which finally opens as if in response to Lightning's whispered words of apology. Did her plea reach the mind of the Fal'Cie, or was another being responsible for opening the portal? Sazh follows the ex-soldier into the Vestige, bemused by the lack of explanation, but driven on nonetheless by a purpose he has yet to reveal. Alrighty, well, I think that advances our plot well enough for today. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. And until next time, everyone, take care. Goodbye.